The Cannonball is the famous illegal cross-country race from the 70s, as well as a series of movies. And the terminus for the race? The South Bay. Let's visit the location today, here on PCZ TV.
PCZ TV.
And first, some history. Car and Driver magazine writer Brock Yates developed the idea of a cross-country race in the early 70s. The object of the Cannonball was to leave the East Coast and to drive to the Portofino Inn in Redondo Beach in the shortest time possible. Those were the only rules. Dan Gurney and Brock Yates co-drove a Sunoco Blue Ferrari 365 GTB Daytona Coupe to win the first race. Now, note that in second place were the three co-founders of the Polish Racing Drivers of America. Car and Driver covered the story, and it became a social phenomenon that led to a number of movies. Yates himself was working on a screenplay, but was scooped by two unofficial films in 1976, Cannonball and The Gumball Rally. Note that neither Cannonball nor Gumball ended at the Portofino Inn, so demerits for accuracy. But Gumball did feature Raul Julia driving a Daytona, so a bonus point to them for vehicle accuracy. Now, eventually, an official Cannonball movie was made in 1981, The Cannonball Run, starring Burt Reynolds, Dom DeLuise, Roger Moore, and Roger, who is sort of spoofing his James Bond character. And if you're interested in James Bond, make sure to watch my series of Bond-focused videos that study everything from his drinks, to his firearms, to his food. The movie was a financial success and led to a sequel, The Cannonball Run 2 in 1984, and another movie, Speed Zone, in 1989, and finally, a USA Network television program, Cannonball Run 2001. That's a whole bunch of movies made about an illegal event. Now, the Portofino Inn was actually an inspired location to end a race, as it has some racing pedigree. It was owned by ex-racer Mary Davis, and was also the site where Bill Simpson crashed his boat into the restaurant called the Sea Bucket. And more for about Bill Simpson, watch this video. Today, we're gonna go visit the Portofino and see where Cannonball was filmed and eat at the Sea Bucket, now renamed the Baleen Kitchen. First, let's look at the segment in question. You'll note that they didn't really change camera location all that much. The biggest variant they did was to have a crane shot and a helicopter shot. The first thing on visiting that you'll note is that the signage and the facade of the hotel has changed since the filming. A big storm hit it in 1988, caused it to break water to collapse and damage the Portofino Inn. So, let's take a look at this Redondo Beach location, shot by shot, starting with the entry drive to the inn. Now, the parking layout was changed since the shooting, adding a roundabout and a gated area, so these angles are approximate. A few things to note: the large Portofino Hotel sign is gone. The parking lot where the Star wagons were parked now has a building on the site, but this is the approximate angle. Moving down the road for a closer look, this is the angle where the famous picture with the Portofino sign was taken. Behind it is also a parking lot. This is the parking lot where the actual Cannonball Run shot was taken from, looking back in the direction towards the hotel. For the next movie shot, we go back to our original position. This is the Jackie Chan shot, and you can really see the new roundabout quite well from this position. And by the way, right at this point is a very nice marker commemorating the race. Now from this point, most of the camera shots were back to this original area, with the director just pivoting the camera as necessary to give some variety. This angle also shows the old PowerPoint in the background, which you can see well in this image of the stuntman falling into the harbor. So, not a lot of walking required to replicate this location shoot. Just a lot of spinning around. However, as mentioned earlier, the sea bucket, which sounds a lot like the scum bucket, is still there, albeit with a different name. So let's go enjoy some food there. Inside, it's very nice. They're great views, and bonus, a beer has been made by the local microbrewery Absolution called the Cannonball Run. If you're a fan of the original race, a fan of Burt Reynolds, or of Roger Moore, or the movies, or you just want to enjoy King Harbor, this is the place to be. If you've been watching this far, I thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Bye.